we got Ib on the show. We're just waiting for Scooty to jump in. He'll be in here in any moment now, so it won't be long, guys. But I'd just like to thank everyone for coming out to the show tonight. Thank you guys so much for showing some support. Thank you to everyone who's rated. Thank you guys so much for all the subscribers. Thank you guys so much. The chat's going mental. Thank you guys so much for coming out and showing support. If you guys want to show these guys support as well, they both stream as well. So at the end of the show, when they go to head out, they can plug what they'd like to plug and what they've got coming up. But yeah.
I can do whatever.
How was everyone's day today? How was your Friday?
It was alright.
Yeah?
Actually, a different day for me.
Well, that's a channel to us.
Oh, no, that was to you guys.
Yeah, everyone.
Oh, shit. Yeah, not bad, man. Got my third COVID jab today.
Oh, yeah, they got the booster, did ya?
Yeah, bro. Waiting for my superpowers to kick off.
How you feeling?
Good luck tomorrow. I felt crap after my third one.
Oh, did ya? I've got a bit of a dead arm going on, but it's not too bad now.
I didn't feel too bad. I know people that have felt absolutely shit after it, and I know others that have just sort of felt a bit out of it and sort of a headache, really.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
like after the first one, really.
Oh, bro, my last shot that I got, I just hibernated like a little bear, eh? I passed out for like 16 hours. It was amazing.
Just fucking chilling.
Yeah, bro.
So,
Oh, well, whatever.
hey, there he is.
Here he is.
Love that icon.
Yo, what's good, brother?
Let's go.
I gotta turn stuff down and turn my camera when I'm full.
Nah, you're all good, bro. This is all chilled out. This is just relaxed, man. How you feeling today, bro?
I'm doing all right, dude. It was nice to mix the schedule up, dude.
Yeah,
That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I
Which
was
camera
like,
am I on?
because even Iv was like, "No,
you're
man,
on
I
your
can't
ABS
do the
one,
late
innit?
ones." That's when I'm streaming, and I'm like, "Damn."
Yeah.
So,
No, I appreciate you for changing the times up to get us on you, but
no, that's okay,
dude, I'm
bro.
just chilling.
Yeah, you're all good, Scooty. You just take your time, bro. There's no stress. Because honestly, bro, we've all had difficulties with the webcams on this Discord. So.
Oh, yeah. I had it earlier.
Because I have OBS up, huh?
Yeah, OBS does take. Yeah, because like if it's so I think if you have Discord open first with the vid call.
Yeah, whatever's
there we
open
go.
first is what you
There we go. Let's go.
I was like, I could just use this camera, dude. I don't need to worry about all these other cameras tonight, dude. We're chilling, dude.
All right. So, well, Scooty, let me introduce Iv and Bailey. So Bailey's my streaming partner. He's like the one that we basically stream together whenever we're on schedule together. And then Iv up here, he is part of the village. I think he's one of the founders, aren't you, Iv? Yeah. So they're a streaming community that works together to help each other grow, just like how you guys are, like BBJS, everyone like that. So yeah, and they're doing amazing. In fact, half of my success is actually because of them. So
Village is lit.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're awesome. So Eve's actually only got an hour to spare as well because he's going to jump on stream as well.
Yeah, I'm going to go after this as well.
I feel it, dude. Yeah, like this is so I was streaming on Thursdays literally up until last week, and this is my first Thursday of the new schedule, and this is about the time I'd be hopping off and I'd be working out and I would get some food and like get ready to wind down for the night and shit. So I'm like, all right, we can do this. That's totally cool. I'll be chilling. And then I'm probably going to go do all that stuff and then kick it. And then I stream tomorrow, which is the first Friday I've streamed here on Twitch, I think ever, dude. So I'm nervous as hell, but I'm excited.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, well, it's good to have you, bro. And like, honestly, man, the stuff you've been doing on your channel, bro, has been lit. It has been so good. To sit back
I'm just trying, dude. Please, dude.
You know, these boys have been checking your shit out too. I've been shouting you out to everyone in the village. So
dig the screens, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, 100%. They're fucking lit.
I always had ideas for shows and cartoons and stuff, and I can't animate and stuff. I could barely, all these scenes are bullshit to me, dude. I mean, like, not that I don't think I worked hard on them, but I'm so bad at making art and stuff, dude, that like, I feel like they could be so much better if I had a better artistic like mindset on things. But like, that's just like, I see it, you know, like I just see like scenes and I just see like it's just like TV shows and shit, you know?
Yeah,
You just like
exactly.
create moments and shit,
Exactly.
you know?
You grew up on a lot of Friends, didn't you?
My mom loved
Yeah,
Friends. I grew
yeah.
up on a lot of Simpsons.
Simpsons as well.
Fuck yeah.
And I mean, like 90s TV, yeah, because I'm an 80s
Yeah,
baby, so
yeah.
I'm a 90s kid, and so like all those like big time. I guess you guys probably don't have ABC, the Australians. You guys don't have like.
we had an
Yeah, we
You
ABC,
did
in
ABC
Australia.
Network, okay, so that was
Yeah.
like okay, so like all those ABC shows, you know, you got your like oh fuck, whatever, like Step by Step, just like the '90s like sitcom shit, you know, just
Yeah,
like
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the family sitcoms, dude. So there's definitely that, dude. If you want to start peeling the onion apart, dude, there's shit like that for sure, dude. And yeah, like so, like modern comedies, like It's Always Sunny and Trailer Park Boys and stuff, because like
yeah,
obviously
love that shit.
I lean into like the degen comedy kind of stuff, you know, like I like having fun, you know, and being able
Yeah,
to,
brother. I think I've watched Trailer Park Boys like 32 times through. Like, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like,
It's-
I know that show like the back of my hand, bro. I can do it
yeah,
for word
dude, it's
for word.
like of the modern like TV shows that I've watched, dude, it might be like the newest that I've given as much time to. That and like It's Always Sunny or something like that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. It's
Fuck
like honestly, we were on my stream the other night. We were
yeah.
reacting to 90s TV shows intros, like from Australia.
Oh my
like
goodness,
from
dude.
Australia.
There were so
And
many
it was
things that I
pretty
just
awesome. It was
straight
pretty
off.
awesome. Yeah, just like
That was a good stream. That was a
firing
good stream.
neurons, hey, like just shit we hadn't seen in years or even heard of in years. It was
things that
nuts.
just stored in the back of the mind that just randomly pop up.
I feel like the 90s was the best era of everything.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, we might be biased, but like seriously, there's just so much good stuff during that. And
Yeah, right.
it was almost like one of the last generations where the veil was still there, where we didn't truly realize how screwed up everything was. And we kind of could just like enjoy the moment still. And then as time kept going, we started realizing more and more. It's like, well, everything's a little shitty. I guess we maybe need to like change our TV tones to be more in that lane so people don't feel like it's this like fake happiness or some shit, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. I love that you've got that 90s grain. I was going to say that. You got that 90s grain to your scenes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything's just like that 90s quality of shit that it's so shitty that it's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like...
I've
Just
had
back in the day
people-
stuff.
I have people say that too, where I'm like, oh, I want to make this look better and stuff. And people are like, well, that's kind of your thing. Like, if you make things look too good, then it might not seem like it's something you did. And I'm like, all right. Like, I get what you're saying. There's like a certain type of brand there, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't intentionally do it. I did it because I couldn't do better.
Yeah,
But
bro.
it fit. Like, it just worked. you
It
know? I like
works.
that.
It works,
I like
bro.
that.
Don't change it. Don't ever change it.
No, I know that I get that a lot too. People are
Yeah.
like, hey man, just keep doing what you're doing. I like that. I'm like, all right, that sounds good. Like I like what I'm doing too. I don't want to feel pressure to change things up too much. Which is
No,
what all, you know,
you've got no need to
Nah,
change
it's
it up.
fair.
well, I mean, but that's what we're all looking for, you know, as like anyone that's creating content on the platform, you're like,
Find your own
okay,
niche.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
man.
you gotta find your own niche.
You gotta find your thing. And it's like it's hard because like I've done stuff where I piggybacked my niche off of another niche, like its own, like a game or like a genre of games or something like that. So it's like you can pigeonhole yourself. Like you'll see the success because you are piggybacking on that niche, but then you get stuck there and you're like, well, now how do I expand that? So with Twitch, it's nice to like find the niche genuinely being the content, like whatever you're doing and like the personality and the entertainment factor and stuff, like that's the niche. So build from that. And it's like, it's nice that you're not stuck, which I guess is what I'm saying
I feel like ILLVIL really hits that on the head, bro. He is so just like, bro, the shit you come up with on the spot. Like, I've got a TikTok, man. You can go look this up later on. He fucking like, he's just
Is
chilling.
this the vacuum one?
Yeah, we're playing fucking Phasmophobia, right? Demon starts hunting, and he's like, "Did you fucking hear that thing? It sounded like a dog with a stick in a vacuum." And I just lost my
I'm gonna find
shit,
it right
bro.
now.
Like, I just like could not play the game properly after that. I was just like, "Nah, I'm done."
Oh, no,
I
gotta come
got
through with
linked
these
it from
follows,
someone.
please.
I think you might have sent it to me, Rez. And I think I was at work when I opened it and watched it. I just pissed myself laughing randomly. And everyone's just looking at me like, what the fuck are you on about?
You make amazing content, Ip. And honestly, bro, the way you engage with your chat, you're literally, bro, you deserve more viewership than you'd get. And I know you're very humble, and I know that. Yeah. I know that you don't like give a fuck about numbers.
At the end of the day, it's all about the journey.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I'm enjoying the journey there. You know, like
exactly.
To me, it means a lot more having 1-2 new people come through, and I get the opportunity to actually meet them. Like I feel like I would be a bit more. I'd be pretty overwhelmed if I just got smashed by everyone at once. So to me personally, for me, it feels a lot better having the opportunity to meet everyone one by one as they come in. So I'm happy with the rate of the growth. But yeah.
Organic, man. That's what you don't want it to be like a synthesized, like, because that's what that like is like the niche kind of thing is, where it's like you're making this community. It didn't just fall on you because of this and that, and there's not this like fabricated perception of what your content is or what your community is. It's like you're building it as you go, and like that's the dope part, you know, and enjoying it the whole way. Like there'll be, you know, of course we're always in our heads about, well, I'd like to do this and I'd like to do this, but like at the core, as long as you're enjoying what you're doing, that's what we're here to do. You know, there's no need to hate this amazing experience that is Twitch streaming, you know, like no one should feel that.
Exactly.
That's exactly right. At the end of the day, it's all part of it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And like, I think about that shit, like down the line, like when I'm an old man, hopefully if I get to make it there, it's like, all of this emotional investment I put into this platform and stuff. It's like, these are stories I'm going to get to tell. And there's a lot of us that are living through it, but there's a lot of us that aren't. And so like, come on, Kat, we're having conversations here. It's like, this is like a little piece of time that's happening right now that we can kind of reflect back on. And then it's like this kind of stuff, you know, where you get together with other people that are kind of in the mud together, where you're like, oh, you guys are making content, I'm making content, we're seeing the same kind of shit, we're seeing trends, we're seeing similar things. It's like you guys are on the other side of the world as me, and we're still experiencing the same shit, you know?
Exactly.
Like,
exactly, bro. Twitch still fucks us over, you know?
Yeah. We're on a worldwide platform, so nobody's special, you know?
Man, we get left out even on the Halo servers, bro. Like,
oh my dude, like I mean, I've been online for a while, especially with like your Xbox Lives and stuff, dude. Yeah. And I've always been wild. So Aussies have always felt my energy. I've always had a lot of like Aussie friends online and stuff. Yeah, and it's always, dude, like your guys' internet is always been abysmal, dude.
Yeah,
like,
don't even stop.
If there's ever been like people that I knew, it was always going to be the Aussies that have the worst shot of internet, dude. It's rough, man. But you guys always come through, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, but when our professional players then go to LAN, they really pop off, because it's like Goku training with like weighted clothing on the whole fucking time, right? And then they get like crisp connection, and they're like, holy shit! They're just fucking
like,
hitting everything.
Yeah,
bro.
Unheard of shit.
Wait, I'm gonna pack another one with you, bro. Hang on.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna hit this little derby, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. What are you smoking?
I'm smoking on more. I got this oil the other night. I think it was a Tuesday night. I think it's called it's lemon sherbet.
That's
and it's
crazy. Because I'm smoking Lemonesia.
It's so wild. And like now that things have gone legal here in the States, dude, it's just like ramped up beyond like I was always in the weed world in the state that I was from. It was kind of like the thing. And now that it's gone legal in so many states, it's like everyone, everywhere. There's so much information, so many different kinds of this and that's and flavors, and there's so much, dude. It's so much. It's overwhelming. I couldn't imagine being like a new weed smoker who's an adult. Like if you're young, you know, and you're working your way up and you're learning, it's one thing. But like you're a grown adult, you're in your 30s or 40s, weed just became legal in your state, and you're like, I think I want to like try smoking some legal weed or something. That sounds fun. You, dude, I don't even know where you'd begin. Like, I don't even know where you'd begin. Do you get a joint because you heard about them? Do you get some flour? I hope you don't get oil. I hope somebody doesn't tell you to go get some oil or something. Oh, yeah, dude. Hey man, you're just trying out smoking for the first time. Here's some of this here's a pen, dude. Go ahead and plug a battery in or smoke this, dude. Like, person's gonna be laying under a blanket for 9 hours, dude. Like,
another dimension, bro.
Yeah, I'm never smoking again.
The first time I ever got thrown into it, got given this fucking strong ass shit. I still to this day don't even know what it is, but I remember I was seeing videos of me just laying on my fucking back, staring at the ceiling like, what the fuck is going on? It's just retarded.
I'm clean. I'm good boy. I've never drank a marijuana before.
Really? Well, wait, you never drank before either? Because I'm like, look, I've met all kinds of different people. You know, I've met straight edge people. I've met people who only drink. I've met people who only smoke. You know, like everybody has their thing.
I can see where you're going. Like in regards to the new people that come into it, they don't get to experience how it feels to unwrap foil and see that goodness. You know, that's not a thing anymore.
Oh, dude, and that's something I talk about too, where it's like buying weed black market or getting stuff black market is like that game almost no longer is. It's just not the same anymore.
Right. That's exactly right. But it's the same thing like here in Australia. Like, you know, they did this whole thing about smoking and, you know, smoking's bad for you. We're going to raise all the prices, get tax off you and everything like that. You walk around I'm not even kidding you. You walk around any primary school and you got 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds vaping.
Yeah, vaping is real crazy shit now. Yeah, vaping's they turned on cigarettes and they're like, okay, now everybody vapes, dude.
Yeah.
Well, they banned nicotine vapes here in Australia.
Yeah.
They technically ban nicotine juice in the States, but it's like you can still order that shit. They still are selling it. I'm sure it's similar down there in Australia, dude. Like you guys could probably get it without too much effort, you know?
It's pretty easy to get your hands on. But even in regards to that, they put out the legal prescription requirements from a doctor to get a vape. But I could literally go for a drive right now down to my local service station and they've got them for sale right on the front desk. Like anyone can grab it. It's
fucking 7-Elevens, eh?
Yeah.
It was something like a 6-year-old in a primary school the other day that went to hospital for ODing on a fucking vape.
What?
Yeah.
Dude,
Now laying in the toilet, laying on the ground.
Those disposable vapes are high nicotine. I'm a guy that I use those vapes because I used to smoke cigarettes for years. I don't particularly use the disposable ones. I have one that I like bought and use over again, but I'll pick up the disposable ones in a pinch. Maybe I forgot mine. I'm out drinking. It ran out. Battery died. Whatever. I bought a lot of the disposable ones. They're fucking strong. As someone who smokes vape every day and I go get one of those disposable ones, it's like a 6 milligram or some shit. I start hitting it a few times and I'm like, ooh, I need some water, man. And I'm like, I'm a grown adult who's been smoking tobacco for over a decade. It's like, dude, I could not fathom what that'd be doing to a little kid, dude. You're just kidding.
You know what this crazy motherfucker did on stream the other day? He snorted fucking THC oil, bro. I watched this fucking
thing, this distillate pen, dude. Look, dude, my fucking
that was next level.
Is a bunch of degens and
Did you hear that, guys?
This is what I'm saying, dude. Like they watch me smoke vapes out of my nose, shotgun multiple Celsius on stream, and they're like, "What's next?" And I'm just like, I mean,
more.
I'm gonna pass out first, and we'll come back and figure it out. Like I'm over here trying to figure out how to. I gotta up the ante on a fucking level 5 hype train because these dudes are like, oh, well, we've seen you hit blinkers through your nose. Like, what's next? And I'm like, bro, I guess I gotta figure it out. I guess I don't know. Like, I don't
know. Let me sit down and figure it out.
You set the bar too quick.
I might have. Like, I don't know. And like, I've been so tempted to do shoeies because we've had people do them on my stream in the Discord. But then I thought about this because I started drinking more Celsius over last summer because I was just like, oh, I like seltzers. I'll drink them on stream. And I'd been thinking about it, but I was just like, dude, this is going to turn into the blinkers, the fucking hitting the fucking pen. Where it's like, if I say, okay, I'll do a shoey for this bar, they're going to be like, all right, that's how we get shoeys on stream now. And it's going to be like, if they hit said bar, they're going to expect a shoey. And I'm just like, I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. Yeah. No, and that happened in my Discord, dude. Somebody posted a picture of Pepsi and milk, and they were like, how many bits for you to drink Pepsi and milk on stream? And I was like, $25K, dude. I was like, you dropped $250 in bits, I'll fucking do it, dude. And I'll take the stream to the store and do it. And then they were like, oh, well, I got 25 on that. And I was like, why didn't I say 500? Why didn't I say 1,000, dude? I was like, dude, what am I doing? I'm like, I did not set the bar high enough. I'm underestimating these dudes and they're going to have me drinking Pepsi and milk, dude. I'm like, it's maniac shit, dude. That's literally Twitch, though, is you cannot underestimate this platform. As soon as you do, you're fucking in a lot of pain. Yeah, like, you're going to be like, well, I'm eating hot chips, or I'm fucking... Who was it that found us last week that was like, they got like 500 bits and then they ate like, I don't even know, dude. It was way high Scoville rating hot sauce.
Yeah.
It was
to get me to do that, you're fucking gonna go high.
It was like 500 bits and they were like, fuck it, I'm gonna eat the hot sauce. And I was like, bro, look, I respect your hustle, but you gotta set the bar higher. Like, that's too low for how high the hot sauce you're eating. I was like, how's your body feel the next day, dude? I was like, your whole hates you, right? He's like, oh yeah. Yeah. There's no getting used. And that's what I said to him. I was like, your mouth could get used to it, but your butt's not getting used to it, dude. Like, butt isn't, you don't build up a tolerance for hot sauce in your butt. That's not a thing, bro. That's not a
fire. Just shooting flames. Going to the toilet,
bro.
It's nothing. It's just
you
just
got
flames.
one sock on, nothing else, and you're just praying, dude. You may not even have been a religious person until that moment. It's just like
not even socks. Your whole body's that fucking hot. You're sweating.
You just sitting there. Dude. I couldn't, dude.
I've actually got Mexicans in my family, right? Because they're like married in. So my grandparents.
I was gonna say they're definitely not your blood.
My grandparents own an orphanage in Mexico, right? And they've owned it since I was 6 years old, and I'm 26 this year. So for 20 years, they've had that orphanage. And my uncles married 2 sisters. So that my 2 uncles that are brothers married 2 sisters that are Mexican, right? So yeah, they have made quite a lot of chili sauce. Like, my uncle created one that was called the Mother-in-Law's Fury. Yeah. That one left your poo ringer on fire. I'll tell you what. That's truly what the song Ring of Fire is all about. It's not about love. It's all about
nothing solid about it.
It's about just sitting on that toilet like Elvis Presley and just waiting for
that. I believe it, dude. You just blew my mind right now, because I've experienced. So I'm mixed. My dad's black, my mom's white. My mom's family's European and Eastern European. So we've always grown up with spicy shit. My grandpa always cooked spicy food. I've always grown up with spicy food, and I've encountered people in the United States that are not susceptible. But like, you just made me realize, I'm like, bro, Australia probably has a crazy amount of people. Like, I guess I don't know enough about like what kind of food is over there, but like, I've never heard of Australian food being famous for being spicy. So I'm going to assume, there is spicy. There is. Okay. All right. I was like, bro, there's got to be tons of people that can't handle spice over there, dude.
Ask Eve, bro. So you were in the army, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was in the military. How many years of service did you do, brother?
6 altogether.
6 years, yeah. So, yeah. So
it's funny that you talk about susceptibility to like chili and peppers and anything like that. One of the things that we found, so I used to basically teach chemical and biological warfare, so OC spray and everything like that.
Dude. You were getting pepper sprayed.
One of the cool things, interesting things that I found was, gingers, like rangers. You guys have them over in the States as well?
Yeah,
they don't get affected.
By OC spray?
They are not affected by tear gas and OC spray.
Stop, dude.
Not kidding you. I tried so hard. There was one time I had one of the recruits and I stared him dead in the eyes, and I was very determined to make this guy crack. And I was like, crack your mask and show me your eyes. And he's just looking at me. I said, do your alphabet, because usually we get him to crack the mask and say the alphabet.
Yeah, so they're breathing in and stuff.
Yeah, most people get to about D, E, F. Some people get relatively close to the end. This guy said it all completely, stone face, finished it. And I was just looking at him. I said, you motherfucker, and just threw him out. I was like, get the fuck out of this tent. Pissed me right off.
It's because we have no souls, apparently.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like, what is that? I'm like, that's not helping the redhead, like, case, you know?
Yeah.
They're already getting enough shade thrown at them, dude.
They're getting enough shit, and now they're like, nah, tear gas doesn't affect me. Oh, say it doesn't affect me.
So does that dude? I want to see like I mean they can probably eat like the hot chips and the hot sauces and stuff. Dude.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a few personal friends that are pretty tolerant to chilies, and yeah, I'm yet to find anything that will give them a good walloping. But yeah,
Okay, that's it. Next video. Finding something that wallops a ringer.
Yeah, no, Wait, bro, get them the world's hottest corn chip shit, that black corn chip.
Yeah. The one chip
I've got a whole box of them behind me.
Bro, you need to be testing whether or not
really?
this spicy is.
Yeah, I can see them.
Oh, what? He's got them, bro.
I've got a whole box of them ready to go.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Wait, a box? How many are in there?
So it's weird. It's a box, but there's 5 of them in there, and they reckon they reckon most people can't even complete the first 3. So I'm gonna bunch up the whole packet.
5?
That ends up in the toilet for the next 3 hours.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be my last stream ever, but you know it'll be worth it.
Yeah, that's worth it. That's content, dude. They're like, when's this guy coming back? He's not coming back.
He's dead. What were you saying, though, Scooty? Sorry I cut you off there, brother.
Oh no, I was saying that you need to be testing this, dude. Like you gotta be, if you got the real redhead power, dude, it's time to, like, you might have to give that dude, they raided me earlier, like last week or something, to run for his money in the hot sauce department, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, just get him to line up all different ones, and he's got to slowly go up it.
Yeah. I'll even get Iv to send me a couple of them in a fucking sandwich bag, bro.
Yeah. Little Sadie coming up to Queensland.
I don't know why streamers haven't ripped off hot ones yet. Like, why aren't we doing like hot chicken or hotter and hotter chicken wings or just hotter and hotter things, dude? I'm sure someone has to have already done that. But
yeah,
like,
people are doing it. It's just not as rare.
it's not the meta yet.
Yeah. Like one of my friends did it for I think he reached 100 subs or something, so he did the hot sauce challenge. And I talked to him the next time, like, how are you? He's like, feel like absolute shit. Been on the toilet 4 times. My asshole is burning flames. Never doing it again.
Oh man, dude. Twitch is, well, like, we will do maniac shit for our fucking communities, dude. It's great.
That's the dangerous part about it.
Because people's lines just go, dude. People are willing to just do whatever. Like, I've caught myself doing shit. I'm like, oh, man, I thought shit would never happen here. I'm like, I'm doing this. Like, I'm doing some maniac shit for some content. I'm like, that's happening. Like, I'm noticing it happen in real time. But like, dude, some people, man, like, they have no bounds.
To the next level.
Yeah, that dude that pulled his junk out and shaved it on stream, dude. Like, I still don't know if that was like a mental breakdown or if that dude is just the bravest guy in Twitch history, dude. But like, holy shit.
Somebody probably came into his chat and said he had a small penis, and he's just like,
I'll show
you, bro. I'll fucking...
That's the hard part, though. That's the hard part. As Twitch streamers, because we go to those extremes, what's next? Like,
I mean, that's a literal $1 million question I gotta answer.
What's next? Like, how far will you go? Scooty, what would be the absolute maximum you would ever go for, let's say, $10,000 donation? What would be the absolute max you would go?
I think I said I'd do dumb stuff for the $10,000 mark, like drink bong water.
Great.
Yeah,
but I want to see hit the cone first, then drink it.
Like, I said $10,000 in bits. So, because obviously we know people can be shady and shit, not subs. If somebody was to sit there and drop, like, you see those big bit flashing donos of 1,000 biddies 10 times, I'd be like, all right, dude, and I would chug bong water, no question. Like, no question, dude. I'm like,
you're sitting there counting them. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
If it was, because they couldn't do it, I'm sure, all at once. I would imagine there's too many bits. So they could drop the 1,000. And then I'd be like, what are you doing? And they'd be like, I'm going to drop 9 more of these and I want to see you drink bong water. And I'd be like, yeah, let it rip.
Well,
like, call me a
gets to 9, you're like, no, there's no one there, you fucking liar, and you're halfway through and the other one pops up.
I would be lips at 9, I would be lips against the bong. I'd be like, what? We're waiting. You're already in this deep. We're waiting, dude. We're all here. Everybody say hi to fucking YouTube, dude, because this is obviously going on the internet, dude. Because that's the thing. It's like when there's, you gotta you got to remember what you're doing, you know, and how that we are on camera and we are on stream and that people are watching. And if you're involved in, that's a spectacle. That's an absurd amount of money, you know? So I feel like that's something that you got to make as whatever it is, whatever your brand is, you got to make it that. You got to either be hype or you got to be fucking, you got to, I don't know, whatever your brand is. For me, it's being hype, and that's what it would be. And I would go wild, you know?
Shit.
For 10 grand, I'm going wild, you know? It's basically that simple.
Bro, if we're going off of that principle, 10K, I'm going to be butt chugging a potato.
Yeah, it's like fucking, it's like you could almost do some TOS shit, you know? You're like, let's catch a band for 10K. Like, yeah, I'll take 24, 48 hours for 10K dono, dude. But then you ain't gonna see it for like a month and a half because Twitch messes with stuff when you get banned. But that's a whole other conversation. And that's still content too. You're like, guy donates 10K. I show my butthole. I get banned for 48 hours. We're back now. The video is viral. Like,
butthole's still out there.
Yeah. You know?
It's like, whatever. I got banned for 48 hours. Made 10K. Going viral. Whatever.
You're on Mizkif's stream while he watches live stream fails for that, you know? It's like guy gets banned for showing his butthole after someone donates 10K. Like, that's impossible to not go, like, get it streamer attention. All the other streamers are going to go, what? Someone donated 10K and a guy actually showed his butthole? Damn, he really did it, dude. He really showed his butthole and got banned. Damn, that's kind of cool. Like, as long as you don't get toxic, you'll come back, because Twitch is a crazy ass platform, dude. Like, people just do crazy shit and show their dick and balls and then come back like 7 days later. Like, so you just gotta believe that you're coming back after the ban. Your Twitter's gonna bust. You gotta make the YouTube video. Like, it's content. And it's like, there's like the two sides of the fence where you're just like, okay, I can just accept what's happening and be humble, or I can accept what's happening and continue to make this into content, because that is where we're at, is a place to make content and shit like that. Yeah. But I mean, look, dude, I grew up in the Jackass era, so I'm probably going to do some crazy shit for a lot of money. Like, you throw down a couple $100, we might rip a shirt in half and something, you know? You throw down a couple $1,000, dude, I might smash something, dude. You want me to punch my monitor, dude? You want to drop $5 grand and have me smash a camera on stream? Sure, dude. Let's do it, dude. Let's get crazy, man.
I'd laugh if you cheesed it at first, though, and just got like a little hammer and smashed those PC screens on one of your scenes. That, like, dude, imagine the song. Yeah, bro. Oh, dude.
If I could cheese. See, you got to pre-plan for animations like that, dude. You can't get a $5,000 dono and then be fumbling around in your OBS. You're like, hold up. I'm adding this GIF real quick, guys. It's going to be real funny. Give me a sec. Everyone's like,
I'm adding this extension. Just wait a second.
Just wait. Refresh your browser real quick. Just wait.
Like, give me 5 minutes on it. I'll do it, okay?
Didn't he just get a huge dono? What are we doing right now? Yeah, dude. I mean, look, dude, I'm like, I fucking took a bite out of a pumpkin for 50 subs, you know? Like, it's stuff like that.
Like pumpkin skin, or like you cut it up?
It was one of those little pumpkins. I took a chomp out of it. It was really fucking hard. Let me tell you, dude, I thought, it's going to be like biting into like an onion or an apple that's really fucking hard or something. Dude, pumpkin skin with the wax on it and shit, that was like, I can still feel how tough it was on my teeth to just gnaw until I finally bit a chunk out of it. And it's just like, what was the dumbest thing I've done so far on stream, but the chat was down and I goated it and it happened. And it's like, I know that I have to be ready for like any kind of maniac shit to possibly pop off. But do I know what my limits are? Probably not, because of, you know, dollars talk, dude. Like, you guys want crazy content for fucking, yeah, dude. It's like, how do you, if somebody really comes in and drops 10 grand, it's just like, hey, I wanted to fucking change your life, dude. And you're like, all right, I mean, well, let's fucking, you know, what do you want me to do? Because you did just change my life. You want me to smash this TV behind me? You want to go in the kitchen, dude, and have me light my shirt on fire on my fucking stove? Like, I don't know, man. Like, because I mean, for me, it's always about like moving up as far as getting to continue to make content, because I've always wanted to entertain for a career. So that means trying to sustain myself. And it's like, somebody dropping that amount of money is quite a bit of being able to sustain myself, you know? So it's like, we can get a little wild. Like, what's going on here, dude? I don't mind.
Whatever, you've paid, you know, a usual job's quarter of a wage or whatever for the year.
Gosh, yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Like, for me, that would pay just alone and rent, man. Like 8 months. That'd be like about like 8 months
You
of rent.
pay my rent for 8 months. What the fuck you want me to do?
Exactly.
You tell me and I'll do it.
Yeah. Thanks for a half a year of rent and then some, dude. Like what? I can literally sit on my ass and not worry about it if I wanted to. It's like, and that in this, like any content creator, whether you're a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer or a TikToker or whatever the hell you're doing, if you're creating content, like sustainability is the bar that allows you to comfortably do things. Like once you are in a ballpark of funds, you can be like, okay, I can do this. I can buy this thing and I can not worry about this thing. And I know these bills are paid and shit. So it's like, I feel like most people in the content creation world, that's what we're striving for. Like if I can pay my bills, I can pay my rent, I can fucking have a little bit of money to, like, essentially, if this can replace a normal job, like fucking let's go for it. Like let's
100%.
Yeah.
See, I was like, I don't like go around saying this, but like I'm on mental health like leave from work. So I just like took the opportunity while I'm not at work for the next like 6 months to like really like, I accidentally hit space there, but like to really like focus on streaming and like to get my content up. Big thing for me right now, the struggle was I was doing 7 days and I was doing that fine, but I wasn't able to get YouTube content done because I was like finishing around like 10 o'clock, spending time with the misso that gets to like midnight, and then it's like, okay, I've got to edit like 8 hours worth of footage into a fucking 20-minute video. Fuck yeah, let's go.
Make a thumbnail, get tags, and like dude. Yeah.
So
it's hard to balance when you jump in, because there's the excitement of making content. You're just like, dude, I want to do this. It's gonna be so much fun. Like I love making content. I love like networking. I love playing games. I love this, that, whatever it is. And then you realize that your eyes are way bigger than the plate, or the plate's way bigger than your eyes realize, and you're just like, holy shit, dude, I got to do all these things. And like I was saying
way more than you can chew.
Yeah, because it is a job, and there's gonna be more shit that you have to do than you realize when you signed up for the job. Just like any other job,
Everyone
so
wants
it's like
to stream and get paid to do it, right? You don't realize the
It's
fucking
easy.
work.
You don't have to worry about anything. You're just clicking a button.
You're just clicking a button and sitting there and talking to people, dude.
Fuck
That's not
you just play games, dude. You just play games. I don't understand. What do you mean that you get a paycheck, dude? What do you mean? It's like, you
got to promote, you got to network, you got to do this, that, this, and everything else.
Yeah, and there's thousands of people that are also doing it. They want the same thing that you want to. Well, it's like
I saw a video today, and it was like someone was talking on a podcast, and like, I had a couple hundred the other day. I know you're all looking at me because you compare me to Tim the Tap Man, this person, this person, but to have 100 concurrent viewers is the top 1% on Twitch.
Yep.
Viewers.
Oh yeah. There's so many more streamers that have 10 to probably 30 viewers in comparison to anything above that, dude.
Yeah.
Like that fills up the majority of Twitch is your small communities of your 10 to 30s and stuff. Even probably 5 to 30s, I would say. There's a lot of streamers that hold solid like 3, 4, 6, 7s and stuff. Because it's like, when you're in that area, you're still developing what days work best for your community, what content works best for your community. And there's way more people that are figuring that stuff out than have figured that shit out. And like, that's the kind of thing about content is like, once a streamer kind of figures something out, they get stuck. Like more streamers that figure things out, quote unquote, get stuck after figuring something out. And they're like, this is my thing. And then that thing moves on because content's always evolving, especially on the internet. And then so they fall off. And then some other community that started out with 5, 6, 7 people watching is now moved up to 50, 60, 70. And now they're moving up to 100. And like, that's kind of how Twitch goes, where it's just like there's a constant revolving door of streamers moving up and moving down. And that's what we were saying earlier, where you got to like find your niche, the right place, right time. And
so oddly enough, my niche came on without me even trying to, I was not a paranormal, okay, so I've done paranormal investigations for 6 years, okay, like in real life. And then like, I didn't know that like people would find that interesting because like my whole life I was told that I was like crazy and I was
You're a
saying
fucking
shit,
nutcase.
like all that crap. And then like oddly enough, I just like I was streaming and I forgot that I was even streaming and I just started like watching what I normally watch on YouTube and it was just a paranormal investigation. And I was sitting there talking to my misso about like what's bullshit and like how they should be doing it more respectfully, rah rah rah. And yeah, oddly enough, it just took off and I started doing that. But then, as you said, content evolves, right? So people started getting sick of that. And then my viewership started to like slowly die off. So now it's gotten to the point where now I have to actually go do my investigations and like stream it from my phone. And like try and take
IRL
people
stuff
with
is
me.
real cool.
Yeah.
It can be tough with signal stuff. Like phones will be great when the signal's great, but as soon as the signal's not, it can be
You can take one step and all of a sudden you got no reception.
The good thing about Brisbane is it's an old city, so there's heaps of old abandoned buildings. There's like heaps of places I could get access to.
Yeah, that is cool. That is cool.
Yeah.
All right, lads. Sorry to do this to you.
Nah, you gotta head off, mate. You gotta go
I'm
stream.
gonna have to head off, bro. Yeah. Lovely meeting you, Studio. Take care of yourself, boys.
For
Be
sure.
good.
Have
You
a
too,
great
brother.
stream,
Thanks
man.
for coming out.
Cheers.
Everyone go give
Thanks
me
for having
a
us.
follow. I'll drop it a link in the chat here in a minute.
All right, I'll catch you guys later.
Alright,
Cheers,
I'll
guys.
catch you later, brother.
See you, mate.
That's the next step, which is like when you're playing a lot of Phasmophobia, it starts to get in your head. Even though you've done it for 6 years, you're like, oh god, what if I come across something that's actually like fucking a bit vicious? It's like throwing shit around and because I've always done it from home as like a peaceful thing. I help spirits pass on. I've always like since I was 6 years old, I've seen like spirits. I got choked one night. I woke up with a demon on top of me. I would call it a demon.
Yikes, dude.
Right? And then like two nights later, my mother got yanked out of her bed, like completely pulled out of her bed by a leg, and then we were out of that house.
Yeah, dude. You're like, no, this is not energy that we're trying to fuck around with, dude. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Maybe don't stick around here.
But when I was getting choked, right, and I was looking at this black figure with red eyes, I actually drew it and I showed it on stream. I'm not gonna fucking spend the time looking on my phone to find the photo that I took of it.
Yeah.
But I actually sketched it on stream, and everyone was shocked at because I depicted it exactly how I seen it with the arm out, like as if it was like grabbing your neck, everything, right? Red eyes,
dude.
everything, and it was like this like lightning bolt. I'll say a lightning bolt because it was like a bang went off next to my window, and this massive. It was like a flashbang actually went off like through the window. And it was just this big white fucking bang to the point where like it was like a nuclear white, like you couldn't see shit.
Yeah.
Right? And then it was gone. I could sit up, I could breathe. And ever since then, I was like able to hear spirits. I could feel them. I could see them. I'm not like a full medium. Like I can only see ones that want to like reveal themselves to me.
Yeah.
But like, I'm more like an empath. Like, so yeah, but I've helped a lot of spirits move on to the spirit, like to the light, and had a lot of like.
Man, that's a heavy shit, man.
Yeah, bro. So I got to start doing that stuff once we get, because we're living with a roommate right now. And I just don't want to like, bring that into anyone else's family or anything like that. Yeah. So I'm just gonna wait till we get our own place, and then I'm gonna start, because my partner's totally down with it. So. She trusts me. She knows that I know what I'm doing. So, yeah. That's what we're looking forward to. If you got to bail soon too, dude, just let me know. It's not a problem at all.
I'm chill out for a little bit, and then I'm going to get some food.
Sweet. Speaking of food, bro, have you tried these? These are the new M&Ms that have just come out in Australia. And
fucking meant to get
brownies. No, dude, I have to try them. I have to try those, dude. Right. I like a lot of the M&Ms. I like the pretzels and I like the peanut ones, dude. So, and I used to like the crispy ones a lot, dude. The crispy ones go so hard, dude. Those were so good.
We still get them.
I think you can still get them
Yeah.
now. I think they like re-release them, but you couldn't get them for a little while. I know that. But the brownie looks good, dude. I'm like, as good as M&M has done with all the other flavors that I've gotten from them, I can only imagine.
Gotta be good.
Oh, dude, it is the best munchie food, bro. Like,
Oh,
if you're
I gotta
going
get
out
'em,
after
dude.
this, go get some, bro. Like,
Yeah.
word.
I want to get a bag like that. I'll get them at the grocery store here in the next couple of days, dude. Those
Yeah,
and those
bro.
pretzel fucking. Do I have any more of those here? Let me go. Let me see.
Go grab them, bro.
On his own little investigation.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. How was
Have I got it? Hold on. Just wait.
No, you're right.
Stuck a bolt out.
Yeah, I thought you were.
Oh, you didn't catch one, did you?
No,
Huh?
I was scraping, so.
Oh, of course you were.
Yeah.
Ready? You'll just see him all of a sudden just bolt back and just
You'd be like, I got him, guys.
just pops in through the side.
Yeah, bro.
Hello. I got it.
I love his character. Thanks again to everyone that's come out and followed and subscribed. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome.
These things, dude. These things are insanity. They're pretzels dipped in chocolate filled with peanut butter.
We don't
and they
have
are
that.
You're up.
they are absurdity. Do you guys have the Flips brand? They do the chocolate covered pretzels.
No, we don't have
Maybe.
Flips. No, I haven't
I
seen
don't know.
them. Maybe Costco.
I wonder if you can get them on Amazon. Do you guys get the same kind of shipping? You put this
How
over, please?
about Scooty? I make you a little like Australian fucking
Yeah,
like,
we don't get them.
box, right? So I'll give you some Vegemite. I'll give you some Tim Tams. I'll give you some Milo.
Dude, yeah, we might have to. Yeah, we'll be down.
and
dude.
we'll just
I'll
do
be
like a
super down.
swap, and we'll see.
Yeah,
what
I'll send you
happens,
some of
bro.
those, and we'll figure out some other stuff that you don't
Yeah,
have that we
bro.
have, dude.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can get
bro.
those flips from eBay, and that's about it.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
dude!
bro. Show us like pull one out of the bag, bro. Show me one. I gotta see.
All right,
it.
all right, 1 sec. I just had them sent back in the kitchen.
Oh.
What happened? Sorry, my missus fucking came and give me
He had to
dinner.
put him back in the. He just threw him back in the kitchen. Now he's gonna grab him again. I just want to see one out of the bag. I just made the man get up, and I didn't.
I was
even
like,
think-
dude, I can't have these fucking things next to me, dude. I was like, I'll start eating these things. I had to fucking.
I was
Like,
just
please
like,
put these
I
away,
didn't even
dude.
notice he threw him away. I was like, you ninja, bro. That was like a ninja move. You're like, fucking get away from me.
So they're just like little bite-sized fucking.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so they're not actually like a pretzel. Okay, like, yeah. I
Yeah,
guess
on
you
the
got the
inside, they'll be
inside.
pretzel.
But the
Well,
inside. Oh, dude.
The peanut butter came out on the other side, but yeah, it's just like a hollow pretzel with the peanut butter on it.
I'm so happy I'm not allergic to peanut butter.
Mhm,
So,
mhm,
RIP to like anyone that is. I'm sorry, but I'm not, and I'm
I
so
love peanut
blessed.
butter, dude. I feel so bad for people that are like, I can't eat peanut butter, man. I'm like, that's rough, dude.
But you know what's weird, bro? You would like a lot of your chat voted chunky, right? In
That made me
Australia,
sick, dude.
in Australia, everyone like usually has creamy. I don't know a lot of people.
I don't like chunky, dude. They will not speak for me, dude.
Yeah,
That community just.
Yeah.
I don't know who any of those guys are, dude. I've never met them before in my life, dude. I don't know who voted for chunky, dude. I'm furious, dude.
I think they
I know
thought you
who
were
did,
talking
but-
about us or something.
Screw
bro.
that, we're going this way.
Dude, I'm saying, man. I was just like, dude. I was like, I thought this was gonna be a landslide, and it was, but on the chunky side, dude. And I was like, I'm gonna revolt, dude. I don't even know you guys. I constantly call my chat out for the things that they eat because we just have totally like the majority of them have different preferences than I do, and I call them out, but it's usually I get rolled, and they're like,
Yeah.
you have
Yeah,
bad
bro.
taste in things. I'm like, that's wrong, dude. You all are wrong.
You got-
I am the right one, and you are all wrong.
bro.
Dude.
Oh, did you end up checking out that V8 Supercars clip that I sent you? It's okay if you didn't, but
No, I haven't seen
you
it yet.
haven't yet. Okay,
Mhm.
so like that's like just like a little like montage, or like a taste of Australian motorsport. But like if you after you watch that, if you want to dive further, brother, like go look up like Bathurst, Peter Brock days, and like or Peter Brock best moments.
Even
Oh, I have seen this kind of racing before. Yeah. I've
you
seen this
have?
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't like followed it a ton just because,
Yeah.
but I've seen it in like compilations of different shit, like great passes or great crashes and shit like that.
Yeah,
and I've seen that road
sweet.
racing before.
we've got a best driver who just set the record for the mountain, which is like our hardest track, which like literally there's a video actually, I gotta send you that as well. This guy has he's American, he's a NASCAR like legend. I couldn't remember his name right now, but
Yeah.
he goes in a car with like an ex V8 supercar driver, the like champion, and he takes him around the mountain, bro. And the whole time, the American NASCAR driver's like holding onto the roll cage, and he's just like, "Holy shit, you're not even slowing down. What are you doing?"
I love it, dude.
Oh, bro, it was so good. I loved it.
NASCAR's dope, but rally car is superior, dude. I love
that. That's your opinion. I love that.
I love rally car racing, dude. Like I've always, because I grew up with like bicycle racing and dirt bike racing.
Yeah.
And so like I started getting into cars, not like getting into cars, but getting into a little bit of car racing, like watching it and stuff as I started to get older. And I've always loved like trophy truck racing and rally car racing, dude. And now they have like the world, or they have like rally cross and shit where they just like throw 8 cars on a track and have a race each. I'm just like, that is so sick, dude. Yeah. I'm like, that is so sick, dude. And we got some, dude, like right now, well, I mean, like over the last like 10 years, rally cross has been stacked, dude. Like the Americans have had good people, dude. I think the Aussies have had good people. And I think like the Europeans, mostly Great Britain, but I think the Europeans have had some good people too. And it's just like,
we'll be able to find it.
Do you want to know something? Okay, so I'm going to leak a little bit of like further ahead in the timeline of my Twitch channel. But the plan is because I've done rally school. Like I love my Subarus. I'm a major WRX nut. I owned a
I love fucking Subis, dude.
Yeah, bro, they're my car. I own a Forester right now, 2004 Forester for the family car, and I did own a 97 WRX wide body.
Oh my god, dude, the pre-2000 era one.
Yeah, bro. No airbags either. Like the old school shit. Yeah. So I'm gonna buy it back. I sold it to my best friend, so I'm gonna buy it back off of him. That's gonna be the street one, but then we're gonna get another one and build it for a rally. And I'm gonna start streaming from the rally car while we're racing.
Yeah, that's a power move for sure. Yeah, and I mean you gotta do the garage stuff too, because there's a huge car culture. There's a huge car culture on Twitch, and like people do like. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are into that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's a good move. That's a good move.
Right. Imagine you come out to Australia and I'm like, all right, get in.
Oh, dude, like I've said it time and time and time again that like if there's anywhere, if I ever get big, like the first place I'm going is fucking Australia. I love the culture. Like the vibe's always been good, and it's that kind of thing where it's like. I've moved from a state to another state that outdoor activities are just all the rage. Like both the states I grew up in, it's like go out and ride 4-wheelers and like sand dunes.
Yeah, that's
and
exactly what it's like here.
That's what I'm saying, dude. So I'm like, the vibe is, I'm just like, dude, that's exactly where I want to be. So like, dude, those are goals, you know, like be able to go to different countries, slide cars sideways and shit. Yeah, and it's like this little fucking vessel that we are on, man. You never know. That's why I'm like, people will say that shit to me. They're like, man, I think I'm going to try to stream this. And I'll like do just even a little bit of fucking analyzing of it. And it's like, yeah, go for it, dude. There's so many big cultures on Twitch, dude. And it's like, if the idea is sharp enough and the culture already exists, it's like, yeah, shoot it, dude.
Exactly.
Like, there's gonna be people that are interested in that shit. And like there's always, anytime you're doing events and stuff, like I watch a lot of streamers that go to like drift events and drag races and shit. And it's like anytime you're going to those kinds of events and shit, people get real interested in that because there's a lot more going on than just you know. There's like storyline with other people and that you being involved in competition and stuff.
And I didn't have to pay to get in.
Summon out some fucking just stream it.
Yeah, they didn't have to pay a ticket to fly across the country to fucking, you know. Yeah.
That's what makes the shit dope, though. That's what makes streaming so cool is you get to invite like all these strangers into our little worlds for however long they decide to come through, and all for free. You know, everybody just has to pay for internet in some way and get on the Twitch platform, and everyone can come into anyone's stream and see what the fuck is going on. That's what makes things so fucking cool, where it's like, it's like, hey man, I'm all the people that do come through regularly and shit, and fuck people that subscribe and resubscribe. It's like, hey, I fucking appreciate you guys, because how the fuck did the universe lead us all here?
Yeah,
you know, like
exactly. Yeah, bro.
We could all be anywhere right now,
Like,
dude, but we're here.
The chances, like when I met you, man, the chances was like I ran into BB on Hover,
Yeah.
and I just
Yes,
downloaded
yeah.
that app. Like I
Yeah,
just
dude, it's shit
downloaded
like
app.
that, dude.
Yeah, and she
Oh,
was
yeah,
she was
I
live,
told you
and
about
then
Hover.
he comes in. So like I just clicked in. I'm like, hey. She said, hey. And then you popped in, bro, and I was like, bro, I vibe with this guy. I am following instantly. Like,
You're like, oh man, there's some chill shit going on over here. I'm into it.
yeah,
No, and like, dude, that hover shit and like
Yeah.
Twitter and like fucking TikTok, that's what all this shit is really good for us streamers, is to be able to be like, oh man, like I didn't even know about this person. Like that actually seems like something I want to check out.
Yeah.
Like, because discoverability is so fucking hard on this platform, dude. Like having other people find your content is the hardest goddamn thing.
bro. Hey,
And so it's like having just these little tools, even as small as they may be, you know, like every little bit counts, because you just never know. You never know, like this situation. You never know when you go into somebody else's stream, you're like, huh, I wonder what I'm going to find in here. And then you're like, wow, dude, there's all these other people in here and all this shit's going
There's
on.
a big community. Holy fuck.
Now I'm involved in all this shit, dude. And it just goes like that. And it's like, I almost feel like, I feel, I don't know, it's like we're on this like big wave and everyone's like surfing and shit. And it's like, you sometimes like forget where you are in the wave, and like you're just like surfing around and there's all these people and all these things happening and shit. And I sometimes like look around me and then I'm just like, oh wow, dude, there's like all these connections that have been made because they either found my channel through this person or this person or this person, and now they've met this person and this person. So there's like all these people that know each other because I get, without, for lack of a better words, because of me, you know, like there are obviously all these other factors that took place and these instances that had to happen, but it's like, wow, I mean, I was integral in it, you know, without me, it wouldn't have happened. Like all these things had to happen, and I was one of those things. So it's like, shit can be pretty cool sometimes. And in like when you think about it, you take that step back and remove the like content creator lens where you're like, I am focused on being a content creator and making this thing happen. Yeah. Like you take that step back and you're like, oh, whoa, there is a thing happening.
It literally is the meaning of web though, like the surfing the web. Like that connection you were saying, how it like spreads out, that's literally the web, you know? And that's like the best thing about it all, is that like at the end of the day, we're going to be the next generation of Twitch. And then like we're one day hopefully all going to meet up at TwitchCon or some bullshit and fucking all get to hang out and make content together that way. And you know, it's just going to evolution's always going to keep rolling. And as long as we all keep looking forward and don't get stuck down in the mud, it's like, because I'll admit, man, like, oh man, four days ago I was having a rough one, but that was about it. It was just like that fluctuation drop of and I was like, okay, I need to change it up. So I downloaded Back for Blood, bam, started going back up again. I was like, okay, all right, so we're back on a roll. Okay.
No, I mean, and it really is like that, where it's like there's so many things that are out of our control that you just watch the fucking ebb and flow of things, and we just have to like ride the tide back and forth. I mean, it pulls us, you know, and you're just like, it's almost impossible not to have it be heavy on you because we invest so much emotion into this thing we're trying to create here.
One thing though, real quick, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Gotta ask you, bro. Do you feel like, because I get this all the time, even in your chat, like I was at like 700 followers, something, like, and I was rising up, and I found you, and I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. And then I was like, I felt like a little fish in your chat. Like every time I find a new streamer, I'm like, hey guys, And then it's like if no one
Yeah,
responds,
just
you're
in
like,
the corner, just hi.
oh shit. Do I move on to the next person, or do I like still stick here and just keep saying hey until someone says hi back?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sit there for the 5 minutes just waiting for a response, and you're just like,
But I feel like that'll never change.
I'm lost
like,
in the abyss now.
no matter how big you get, that'll never change. There'll always be another streamer that you'll be like, fuck, I'm in there. Like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's everybody has their like way, or kind of I guess what like the bar that they set where it's like, is this community inviting? Do I want to be part of this community kind of thing? I'm a lurker way more than I'm a chatter. So regardless of the size of a community, I'll lurk in it before I say anything most of the time. So I'll have a judge of kind of like how the attitude and of the chat is and like what kind of jokes probably fly and like just kind of like what people are feeling or like what the room is feeling before I usually comment too much. And I guess it depends on, and like I said, everybody has their own way of approaching this kind of like, how do I feel about this community?
Yeah.
I don't particularly care sometimes if somebody like messages me or says something to me in the chat. It just depends on the community though. Some communities I'm totally like, what's up guys? Like, how's everybody doing? Like, I hope everyone, like, I'm like actually engaging with people in the chat.
Yeah.
But in some communities, I'm kind of just yelling at a wall. Like, and I've totally accepted that. Like, I've totally accepted on some communities that I'm merely commenting on like a movie or a TV show.
Hey, you're just part of the credits.
Yeah. It's just watching everything go by, and I'm like, well, that was funny. We laughed. We were laughing at that. Like,
we laughed together. Yay!
Yeah. And like, I guess that it's like a watch party more at that point, where like there might be some people in chat that are like we're talking about similar things, but for the most part, we're just watching the streamer and commenting on what the streamer's doing, and that's the extent of it. But that, I mean, like I said, that's what's nice about Twitch is you can find whatever you want at almost any given time. So it's kind of like up to you to decide like how you want the engagement to be in the fucking community and stuff. I was talking to people the other night in my Discord because I kind of do like a community night now in Discord on Tuesdays. Where it's just like chilling and bullshitting, and like, so people were kind of talking about new people coming in. I was like, dude, my community is really good about talking to people. Like, I'll see just random people in the chat, and someone will come in and say what's up, and other random people just start adding them. They're not mods, they're not VIPs. It's just people in the chat, and they're like, what's up? You want to smoke? And they're like using my passing emotes and shit. I'm just like, I'm like, that's super inviting. And I'm like, I dig it, you know, because if you're new and you pop in and you're like, hey, what's going on? And everyone's like, hey, what is going on? How are you doing? And they're like, oh, I feel genuinely invited to this community. I guess I'll hang out and see what's going on. And then they see that I'm literally a maniac and they're like, well, all right.
I'm in this bar, might as well.
That's how I met Snoop. Snoop Plays. Yeah, well, he was in your chat and he kept passing me the what do you guys call it? The bliff or whatever.
The booth.
Yeah, the booth.
Please.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, nah. We just call him a joint here. That's it. Like, I haven't heard anyone call it a different name.
That is fair. I literally have taken like the slang of something and made it into a whole thing. Yeah.
But
I do that, dude. It's like these inside jokes that nobody else gets.
So, booth, what the fuck's a booth? Unless you've been there, you've got no clue.
If there was no emote, I'd be like,
what?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be like, what? Exactly. What are you talking about?
But, you speaking Swahili or some shit or what?
Yeah, he ended up becoming a really good friend of mine, and now he like made my Discord all pretty and looking professional, and like, you know, he's like part of my community, and he's like a moderator, and he's a really good part of my community, and I'm like super thankful for him. But I met him through your community, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what you're talking about, and I love that. That is the most addictive part of Twitch. And even my partner, who didn't even get it at first because she thought that Twitch was all gaming.
Okay, I fucking hated gaming and whatever you guys do.
It's okay, like the majority of people, you know, like I would say
No one
the
actually
majority
knows
of
what
people. Yeah, nobody knows what's going on Twitch, dude. It's like a place to
Right.
watch people play video games, you know?
I was like, randomly got bored. I clicked on the ASMR fucking thing the other day. Worst thing I ever fucking did.
Yeah, dude.
I sent Rez a video. We're sitting there going, what the fuck is going on? They're all
Bro,
just licking their mics and
I've
shit,
never-
acting like cats.
I haven't cringed at something in so long, and that literally was like, I sat there and I was like, oh, like my spine was like coming out the back of me, like oh, dude, it was not cool. I was like 30 seconds and I was gone.
Yeah, ASMR content can get in there, dude. Amaranth like licking microphones and stuff.
Yeah.
It can get gnarly.
And the thing is, they want more followers and subs and everything, but their chats are only followers only, subs only, or remote only.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you want to be inviting, you'd at least have it open so everyone could talk. You're not going to just get people through, you know, having that, forcing them to do that. But you can always follow, then unfollow.
Yeah, it's big cash grab energy. There's a, it's kind of grimy. It's kind of grimy for sure.
100%.
Like I'm sure there's genuine content creators in there, but they're
right down the bottom. I bet you.
Yeah.
Aussie's so he's a tradie. Like I'm an ex-tradie. I was a concreter, but he's a tradie, and they are very opinionated.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So they just don't really give a shit, and that's what
What's like at the
that's
minute,
what
there's
Australia's all
someone-
about. Like people in like people that have come in from other cultures, they're like, you guys really don't care what you say, hey? And it's like, I do, like to a degree, I do, but it's like
that degree is just.
You know,
Up here
it's
somewhere.
just up here, whereas everyone else is about here, you know, like
Yeah.
and I'm kind of
I get
like
that.
stand-up comedian vibe. Like it's like, you know, you take it or you leave it. Like if you don't enjoy it, don't pay the money to subscribe. Just piss off. You know what I mean?
Dog's sneaking it back in.
You know.
Yeah. You know, people put way too much energy into like making sure that everything is a certain bar of, I guess, appropriateness or whatnot. And it's like, that's not, we're individuals, dude. Everybody decides what is acceptable. Like you were saying, everyone has their own level, you know, and it's like, you can't tell everybody a certain level of this or that is okay. You know, like we pretty much know where the top is. And it's like, everything below that is up for debate, you know, and nobody's right. You literally is just feel the way you want to feel. And that's fine.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It really is.
These days, everyone's got their own opinion on everything anyway. So there's always going to be someone you're going to aggravate.
Yeah, no, 100%, dude. Especially on Twitch, dude. Like, it's the internet-centric like area, very closely associated with Twitter. So opinions are fast and fucking they come out fast, and everyone's attached to them, dude. They're like, this person all said these things, and I feel these ways about it. And it's like, wow, okay, now we're all involved in this. This all just happened right now, dude. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, word. It's literally like that. Oh man, like I had this moment, right? So recently I started streaming on Trovo as a dual thing, right? And I was like, okay, the only reason that I did this is because I went on Trovo. I went to one streamer that had like a decent amount of viewers, but not ridiculous. Okay. And I said, is it worth streaming on Trovo? And he goes, are you a Twitch streamer? I was like, yeah. And I typed back, yeah, I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm just wondering if it's worth, like, you know, because I'm doing good on Twitch. I just wanted to know what Trovo was about. Like, I was like, what's it about? And he's like, honestly, man, if you can stream on both, why wouldn't you? So I found like an awesome website, and they like stream my Twitch stream for me to my other platforms so that it doesn't take up my CPU or my internet or anything like that. And it's awesome. It's been amazing to like branch out, but the problem with that platform is Trovo doesn't have a filter for like regions, right? So this is where I was getting to what we were just talking about. It was because like in different regions, everyone has different like culture, right? And culture's like a big thing, right? So sorry that I had to lead into that, but yeah, culture.
Oh no, but I get where you're going.
Culture's like a big thing, right? And like That's what like with Trovo, I've had a lot of people come in and be like, oh, like, can you speak any other language? Like, could you speak Russian? And I'm like, I don't. It's just it says English. Like, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm Australian. I can speak like this much Spanish, and that's about it. Okay, like I can speak
That
enough
was on
Spanish
when
to
you were
get me
doing
to
your-
the airport and home. Okay.
That was on the stream you were doing when you first were talking about Russia versus Ukraine. You were streaming on both, and all of a sudden you're getting Russian people, Ukrainians, and everything, and they're having their own little chat back and forth, and they're like, "Oh, do you speak Russian?" And it's like, "Nah, bro, sorry."
They're like,
full blown Aussie over here.
Straight away, they're like, "Do you hate Russians?" I'm like, "No, I don't fucking hate Russians. I hate Putin.
Right.
I hate Putin. I don't hate Russians." I can see that you guys aren't on his side. Okay, usually I don't stream politics. Okay, because like, holy shit, that's a heated topic.
Yeah, all the time, all the time.
But I was like, you know what? I was feeling bad for what was happening over there, so I just had to like touch a little bit on it, and that's what I did. And yeah, Trovo was going off with just Ukrainian and Russians just talking to each other, but they weren't talking with hate. They were talking with like, you know, yeah, we don't agree with Putin, all this shit. So that, I was like really good to see. So, excuse my son, sorry about him, guys.
No,
Yeah. So that's multiculturalism needs to be accepted on Twitch now. There needs to be like a realize that Australians and such, my missus coming to deal with the baby now. That they need to realize that with Twitch and such, that the Australians, there's Indians, I've seen so many other cultures coming into Twitch's platform, and they need to like be accepting that other cultures talk a certain way, they talk differently. Like, I'm sorry, but Australians, they can't like.
Yeah.
There's people that get offended by that all the time. It's like, well, it's just the way we talk. Like, sorry, but
yeah,
to us, it doesn't really mean anything. Like, cunt is friend and friend is fuck you. It's just the way it is.
It is tough when you have like a platform trying to tell an entire group of people like, hey, you have to act a certain way, and it's like, well, that's a little problematic, wouldn't you think? Like, isn't that the point of what you're trying to get across, is that you want everything to be cool? So by trying to say that everything's cool, you're telling them what we're doing isn't cool. That's not very cool. Like,
yeah, word. But it's like, what is cool? What is cool at the end of the day, though, bro? Like, cool is like what like a crowd vibes with, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's what the individuals decide, you know, and that's why it's like there is a culture for all. Like we said, there is a culture for everything, and there are people on this platform that are not offended by things. No. Like there are people, you know, but there are people that will fucking come on and that they don't care. They don't fucking. Well, you could say whatever, like any fucking edgy shit, and people are just gonna be like, whatever. Like, and I'm not saying that should be the norm, but there should be. If people are looking for certain kinds of content, as long as it is not like obviously sexually explicit or fucking
buttholes and shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if the content is available and people want to see it, it should probably be available. And but it's like, I guess I understand why they have to set certain bars, because they're not trying to have people do racist shit and sexist shit. And so I guess that's where like at the bottoms of that is where the gray area starts to become in. It's like, we all know you shouldn't say racist shit, you know? We all know you shouldn't say homophobic shit. Yeah. We all know you shouldn't say like sexist shit, like outright obvious those things, you know? But then there's like the things that become lighthearted jokes that are around the ballpark of those topics, and you're like, well, where's the fucking bar? You know, I made it.
What's the line? When do you cross it? When don't you?
Well, and that's what I say. I'm like, well, stand-up comedians like literally say it. They get paid to say it.
Make jokes about religion and politics and fucking
like, what do you
race and gender and shit.
You know?
And someone who's not them who says it gets madly criticized for it.
Like,
you can't say that. Oh, you're gonna get banned. Oh, I'm gonna sue you. This blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So, well, mate, I'm just repeating someone else's joke. Why are you coming at me, not them? What was it different?
Yeah, that's a fucking mess. That's a whole fucking mess. And like, that's definitely something that the comedy world is like the last 10 years of comedy, and I guess the next 10 years are probably going to be like that, where they're trying to find the right lane where I guess I don't know, dude. Comedy's always going to be edgy. There's always going to be comedy that fucking pushes it because dark humor is the essence of like real life, dude. Like dark humor is like real things turned into jokes, you know, and like real things are ugly and shit and make people uncomfortable. And those are some of the best things to fucking joke about. So it's like that will never go away. You will never not have edgy comedy. You'll never not have dark humor. Those things will never disappear ever.
Exactly. And I just wish that people, like you said, I seen on one of your clips that you played on your stream, and like I think this was when I first came into your channel, and you were like, oh, it's just it's stitches, because it's so true. Like you're like, you only live fucking once, man. You only live fucking once, bro. And you're like doing this dance and shit. And I'm just like, bro, like people need to realize that shit, bro. Like literally we are gonna die. Like you gotta realize life's short. Who gives a fuck? If I want to act like a fucking idiot on stream and get scared by fucking jump scares in chat or a video game that just like, you know, because you've played Faz as well, Scooty, so you know what it's like, bro. So when chat's sitting there and they're spamming you with this jump scare soundboard, like, you know.
Usually me, Joey, and Bunno sit and they're just spamming you with them.
Oh, man. I bought a more sturdy desk just for that reason, so that I don't fucking knock shit over anymore.
No, I mean, it really is that, dude. It's like, and I think, I guess when you're in this world, you kind of realize that because you're this shit, trying to be an entertainer, trying to be a content creator, that is a very big YOLO moment. Like, you're like, hey, man, I'm going for it because this is literally, I only have this one shot. I'm going to be old one day and this will all be gone. All this will pass by. So I have to jump in for this and go for it. And it's like, I think people that are a little more removed from that feeling can get a little more in that it's supposed to be this way. And it's like, it's not supposed to be anyway. It can be whatever fucking way we want it to be. It can literally change right now. That's how life is.
It's technically art.
Yeah.
Like,
and you can't,
a rough sketch, you know.
And you can't really like tell. Art is the eye of the beholder, and you can't tell people how to enjoy art. You can't tell people to like or dislike art. People decide. People decide for themselves whether or not they like something, and all this is the same way.
Exactly. I mean, people pay millions of dollars for like paint splatters, and you know, it's like, I don't like it, but if you love it and you think it's worth that much, man, all for it. You know, just don't flex it. That's the only thing I hate is when people flex shit. It's like, stop flexing. Okay, I get that you've done well, you've made money. Just like, don't rub it in my face.
Yeah,
you know.
If you're at least if you're gonna rub it in, just fucking at least take some people along the way.
Yeah, Bailey and all of them. Like chat, just everyone that's listening. Like, this is why I love these guys, because they're not like I'm not gonna name streamers, but there was a streamer a while back that is an Australian streamer that I unfollowed and unsubscribed to because he just like. It was super egotistical and like super rude to people that like he just disagreed with what he was saying or anything, instead of just being like well, not even non-opinionated, you know, that's the word I'm looking for. You know, he was just like super like to the core, like rough, and yeah, I was just like, nah, I'm not down with this, so I left. But that's why like I love you guys, because you guys are like super welcoming to everyone. And like you don't really give a shit, and that's like my cult, like how I was raised. It's just like fucking whatever. It's like, who gives a shit? Like I mean, I'm a redhead man, and in Australia, and then like growing up early 2000s and the 90s, bro, like I was just getting fucking hacked like for fucking red hair all the time, like
I'm sure,
all the time, bro. So yeah, I'm like Ryan Reynolds. I'm just like conditioned for fucking bad comments, you know. I'm still waiting for hate.
That kind of shit, you eventually just let it brush off and you move on, and so you become callous to shit like that, where it's like, dude, I'm not bugged by any of this shit because I've dealt with so much bullshit that y'all can say whatever the fuck you want. Words are words, dude. I get it. I get how words can hurt people, but they don't hurt me. And they fucking like, when enough people feel that way, they have their opinions to share, you know? And it's like, so it's a whole thing. I mean, we're gonna deal with it. We won't have this shit figured out. We'll be long gone past this platform, and we'll still be dealing with this kind of shit, you know?
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know what I love that you've said all night though that I keep forgetting to bring up is that you like we're talking about like being old, right? If you actually were to read my Twitch bio, I actually say the reason that I stream, the whole reason that I started all this was to like because I just couldn't get it out of my head that like you know one day I'm gonna be old and I'll forget a lot of like what I did, right? So like the whole reason I started streaming was to just like have this massive recording and history of like all these fun moments where I'm laughing and I'm crying and I'm like having all these different emotions, and I can sit there and look back, you know, on my deathbed as I'm dying and just watch it, and you know it'll make me feel like happy at that last moment. Like that's kind of like why I'm doing it.
No, I definitely feel that, dude. It's like a physical chunk of our lives. It's just on film and shit.
Yeah. And like let's be real, film's eternal. Like all those memes now and all those old school footage from like the 1920s and shit is all being used on like Ghostman music clips, shit like that. You know, like
and now all the old ones, people bought them as well.
Yeah.
Bought rights to them.
Yeah.
And they've started, like for some little clipper that some kid said, fucking 20 years ago, he got $8 million to buy the rights to it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's just ridiculous.
Jeez, dude.
Like
8 million.
I'll try to find what it is.
That's nuts.
Shit. All right, boys. I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'm going to get some food. I got to get some fucking rest. We're going to be coming at it hot tomorrow, dude.
Yeah,
yo, this has been a blast, dude. I'm super hyped to come on here. Thanks for this. Thanks for offering spot, dude. It was fun,
dude. That's awesome.
Just
Thanks for coming out.
Dude, of course, man. I'm going to get the hell out of here. I got Bailey's fucking link, and I followed. But what was it? Who was in here earlier?
He's in the Rez Brigade Discord as well. I'll drop his link here.
Yeah, dude, I'm hyped, dude.
I did drop his link earlier.
I got follows again, dude, because I'm going to be in, dude. Because, like, you guys already see, I'm a late night streamer, so I get on, like... Yeah. I would be off a little before this, but like this is around like late nights would end up here for me for sure.
Well,
so it's
I start usually like 4 hours earlier than what we started today. So
oh geez.
So I'm live usually when you're like at the end portion, like in the last quarter. Yeah.
No, I'm into it, dude. I always I like the homies, the late night homies, dude. It's always good.
It's like usually this is like in another 4 hours, but we moved it back because. Reasons.
I
was just told.
He works, like Bailey works, so I didn't want him to be too tired. He's got more energy at this time. You know, you're more active too, and you're not rushing off.
Yeah, that's what we were saying, dude. It's like we're trying to find everything in the times that work best for us.
Yeah,
you know, like
exactly.
You're always just trying to figure out what works best for us, dude.
So anyway, I'll let you go. Just real quick, man. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate you, bro. Also, if there's anything that you want to plug that you're coming up with soon, like are you live tomorrow? What's tomorrow?
Yeah,
you are live tomorrow.
The only thing I would plug is that we're on our new schedule, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, dude, and we're hitting it hard, dude. And tomorrow night we're gonna be going wild. So that's what I'm gonna say. We're hitting it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They come through and have a blast. Dude.
The good news is, brother, is Australians, that's their Saturday and that's their morning, so they'll be just like chilling out. Dude. So you'll have a lot of support from the village and everyone coming in now. So it's been a blast having you here, and you're always welcome to come back, bro. Just hit us up if you want to come and chill out again and smoke some bongs and shit. Just chill out with me, bro. Yeah, just let me know. All right, man. Go get some food into your champ, and we'll talk to you soon, brother.
Easy, mate. Have a good night. Have a good morning.
Yeah.
Morning,
it's night right now. I'm like, I think it's afternoon or something for you guys.
It's 7:41 for me. Yeah, 7:41.
Oh, okay.
8:41.
Yeah. Word. Well, all right. Well, enjoy the rest of the night, boys.
You
Peace
too,
out.
brother. See you, brother.
Have a good morning, night, whatever you want to call it.